What is up, you guys? It's your host, Galadon. Yes, you're back. I'm back. We're back for another episode of Clash Royale Madness. 1,504 damage. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the dirtiest finish in the game. I'm sorry, you guys. I have no shame. I have no pride. I have no no. Okay, anyway, when it comes to Clash Royale, I've said this time and again. If it's in the game, it's fair play. I realize that I hate on Mortar and Siege decks of all kinds, and people may hate on Royal Giants or Rockets or whatever it is. But if it's winning for me, I'm going to use it. Honestly, if Mortars were winning for me, would I use them? That's a tough question, but you'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, what we're talking about right now is the Rocket, and a lot of people see it as a no-skill card for people that can't get to the tower, kind of like the Royal Giant, but there's so many cards nowadays that give you that immediate jump to the tower that I really feel like other cards like the Royal Giant are seeing a little bit less use, so maybe they're not as dirty as they used to be. Maybe that's false reasoning. But in any case, we're watching one of my recent battles, and we will get down to the end of this battle in just a minute or two, and you will see exactly what I am talking about. Now, I'm level 13, so I have a completely maxed out Rocket, which does 717 damage at its highest level in the game, unless it's mirrored, in which case it does 787 damage. Talk about bowing. That is a massive amount of damage output from one card. Now, my opponent also using direct damage, which I gotta tell you, pretty much everybody uses. If you don't have some sort of direct damage in your deck, you're making a mistake, because you need that just in case you need that safety mechanism to get the last few hit points off a tower, or in my case, the last, give or take, 1,500 hit points off a tower. Alright, so we've got down into double elixir. My opponent using the princess. Luckily, I do have the log, so we're wiping the princess out every time she gets close, trying to make sure we don't use it. And there we go. Bowler trying to get there, can't get there. And, of course, the minion horde is going to get annihilated as well. The Bowler here, protecting the right lane, moving down the left, trying to work it out. He's going to fireball me once again. There it is. Not really any way to avoid that. Trying to get this timing right so that the miner and the Bowler get there. The Bowler only rolls one off at the tower, so you could say he Lance Armstronged that tower. Didn't work out that well, but you can see I'm getting some good damage on that left-hand side. The princess goes down again, and just trying to defend the right lane at the same time, down to the final 15 seconds. Again, right here, just trying to see how close I can get to the magical 1,504 damage number, because once we're there, well, unfortunately for my opponent, it's just a matter of not too much pressure. There it is, nobody coming at me in time. The second rocket lands, and I'm sorry, I agree. It's the dirtiest way to win in this game. It really, really is. I have no shame. Or skill. No. Okay, a little bit. Alright, let's move on. This is another battle from the Yodeler from FA Topaz. The Yodeler. And we don't have the gameplay sound, so we're going to go ahead and play some relaxing music in the background as we watch Yodeler bringing the Rocket Mirror to battle. Now, if you guys have an idea of a dirtier strategy in the game, let me know. I want to hear your comments down below as far as what is the absolute filthiest way to win. Is it the Royal Giant? Is it Mortar? Is it XBow? Is it some sort of combination that I haven't mentioned? In any case, right here, the opponent letting his elixir run full, dropping the Giant right on the river. So sometimes in these other matches, you don't see the most skilled players, but right here, good Rocket early, using the Rocket where need be on defense, getting good value and slowing that Giant down. Yodeler doing a good job getting some damage on that right tower by sneaking in a Musketeer, but now he's got to face the Elite Barbarians. The cannon goes down. Ice Golem, where are you? Just in the nick of time. And he turns those Elite Barbs around just for a split second, getting a little bit of damage off on that right tower. Again, Yodeler doing his best to grind things down. Now, you got to remember, he's not fully maxed out. So a Rocket mirrored Rocket combo is not going to put out as much damage as you saw in the last replay. So not 1504, a little bit less. I didn't do the math. Forgive me. All right, we move on. So I agree, double Rocket, it's not very pretty. In fact, the strategy is really quite dirty, but you got to win no matter what the cost is, unless you don't mind racking up losses. So Galadon says, get to the tower. It doesn't even matter what you're using for your power. XBow Mortar double rocket, let him out of the cage. The worst you're gonna get is a little king rage. So listen to your daddy, Galadon. You'll be on a winning streak by the end of this song. Level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Winning battles in Royale puts you in that 7th heaven. Sorry about that. So we're down into the last 60 seconds. Double elixir of this battle. The Yodeler doing his best to grind away at that tower. And if you do your math at the level that he's reached right here, all he really needs to do is defend long enough to throw in the double rocket down that right lane, and he's got it. Now he uses the rocket here. Good value, I would say. Lots of damage. Gets rid of the giant, everything in behind it. Just trying to control all of these units coming through. Now this was premeditated. He went into this battle with the intention of throwing that dirty double rocket as the coup de grace, as the killing blow. So again, he's just preparing, he's trying to save that rocket. He gets the giant down. Here we go, 14 seconds left. The first rocket on its way, the second rocket right behind it, and there is no chance those elite barbs are going to get there in time. They're trying, but as time runs down, the ice golem squeezes in, the tower is down, and the Yodeler wins. Alright, you guys, I hope you didn't mind that little interlude there in the middle of that battle. That is going to wrap up the dirty double rocket, but we are going to move on to some of the comments. Mark Gil Pangit says, thanks Galadon for the video, it's awesome to watch. Also, I'm from the Philippines. I love the Philippines, you guys. I was in Manila a couple of years ago with Chief Pat. It was amazing. Such nice people. WSM Moker says, I would get 1, a new Mercedes, BMW, or Audi. 2, a Rolex. 3, and get Louboutins, like if you know what those are. I think those are designer shoes, but I don't know if he's doing the math right. Okay, moving on. Bazooka Gaming says the Dank Prince was always a good card. It's just nobody knows how to use them, but I do, and I'm not giving any advice. So figure it out, amigos. Alright, so he's a big fan of the Dank Prince. Well, either way, somebody's getting buffed. Okay, moving on, next comment. I wanted to address these. These are spam comments put in by bots that will be later replaced by those fake link comments. So I just wanted to cover that for those of you that are wondering what the heck those are. Furious Monkey says, Royal Giant equals no skill. Well, like I said in the video, however you win, and I think all cards take skill. I would personally not use the Okay, so I use the Royal Giant from time to time. Don't kill me, okay? Alright. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up, you guys. Thank you again for watching. You guys are the true hashtag GalaFam. I love every single one of you. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of this slightly shorter video that I didn't draw out to be over 10 minutes to get more money. See you guys again tomorrow. Full attack.